welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and in this video, if you haven't already have guessed it, Darth Sion is coming to the game as a playable villain. It's been a tough week getting information about what happened on the Game Changer visit to Capital Games. For the Game Changers that wasn't invited, including myself, we never got provided with any gameplay of Darth Sion, and I owe it all to Warrior and Arnold and any other Game Changer that contributed their footage to making this video. In this video, I will be going over Darth Sion's abilities and will be giving my initial thoughts on him and if he is worth your hard-earned cash. So his basic ability is called Dark Rage. This basic ability deals physical damage to the target enemy and inflict pain for 3 turns if the target already had pain, dispel all debuffs on Sion. Pain is a brand new debuff, and what it does, the enemy unit takes bonus damage from Darth Sion. We haven't been given the small details as of yet to what % damage that they will take from Darth Sion, so stay tuned for more information on this brand new debuff. This character has 3 special abilities, and his first special ability is called Torment. This special ability deals physical damage to all enemies and then dispel all buffs on them, then inflict pain on all enemies for 3 turns, then reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1 for each enemy without pain, and this special ability cannot be evaded. Sion is the first Sith character that brings an area of an effect dispel to the table, so this is really going to be handy on defense, on attack versus them Jedi Ray teams. The downfall of this ability is versus the commander Luke Skywalker leads is now giving them an extra chance to counter. His second special ability is called Break Will. This special ability deals physical damage and inflicts pain on a target enemy for 3 turns. This attack cannot be evaded, and if the target already had pain, this attack deals 100% more damage and Sion recovers 35% protection. This special ability versus enemies that have the pain debuff can deal some serious amount of damage. His final special ability is called Held by Hatred. Sion dispels all debuffs on himself, recovers 100% health and gains 100% turn meter. Sion gains hatred until he is defeated, which cannot be dispelled or prevented. This ability starts on a cooldown. When Sion inflicts pain, it reduces the cooldown of this ability by 1, and this special ability has a cooldown of 15. Hatred is a brand new locked buff for Darth Sion, and what it does, it gives him a plus 25% critical chance, a plus 100% defense, and a plus 100% offense. And when this unit is defeated, they revive with 100% health and gain 100% turn meter. Sion has one unique called Lord of Pain, and this does have a Zeta upgrade attached to it. Fully Zated, Sion has a plus 100% defense and a plus 100% tenacity against enemies with pain. At the start of each enemy's turn, if they have pain, Sion gains taunt until the end of that turn. Sion inflicts pain for 3 turns on enemies who damaged him that turn when allied with Darth Traya or Darth Nihilus, and when they are critically hit, reduce Held by Hatred's cooldown by 1. So that is all of Sion's abilities, and they do appear to be mouth-watering good. Already from the footage provided, we can see Sith Trooper will now have an opening taunt, and from Sion's unique we can see that Traya has been confirmed as a playable villain. As of the making of this video, I have not seen Traya's kit as of yet, and only time will tell if and what she brings to Sion and the Sith. But based on today's arena, my biggest flaw that I can find with Sion is the amount of turn meter he will be providing to an enemy Palpatine team. This is by far the biggest flaw this character currently has with his self-cleansing. It is not a flaw versus other teams that do not gain turn meter, but against the majority of these Palpatine teams, he's pretty much given away lots and lots of turn meter with these self-cleansers. But that aside, Sion would work really well with Sith Trooper because of the amount of special abilities Sion has. He is a bit part taunter, support and an attacker. He does bring a lot to the table, and it is definitely interesting to see what Traya will bring to the game and how she will fit in with Sion. As we don't know as of yet what the new raid is going to be like, I cannot comment on his viability there. But what I will say, this character is going to be simply amazing in territory wars on attack or defense with Sif or without Sif. Me personally, I would be putting this character on defense in territory wars because he just seems to be a better place versus the majority of the characters with his cleansing, his heals, his self-revive, his auto-taunt against enemies that he applies the pain to, and you know, he's a high attacker, so that is probably all the reasons why you want to put him on defense, and there's not many characters out there that would be able to cope with the pure power of Sion. There's only going to be other high-end top characters that will be able to have the abilities to kind of put him down, but versus the majority of characters that are out there, they're going to really fall short versus this character. In territory battles, he's going to slice through the nodes you've been struggling for, and the tank takedown, I'm sure there will be a place found for him at some point within this game. So let's talk about, is he worth their monies? My last new character I purchased was Captain Han, and that was solely because it was a guild requirement in a previous guild for territory battles. Then afterwards they just dropped me because I didn't have a high enough GP to go with what requirements they wanted as a guild, so to me it just wasted quite a bit of money on Captain Han because I don't use him and I farmed him anyway, so I got him to 5-star, then I was dropped and I was just like, wow, I could have just saved myself like 100 quid than putting on this character. But before that, when I willingly brought some characters, was the release of Echo, and I ended up with about 450 shards, and it was the only character I got out the chromiums that I got enough shards to 7-star him, and then since that day I never brought any chromiums. It was literally, chromiums is not life to me. I literally didn't buy any more. I spent about $700 and I still had to purchase separately shards for Leia, shards for Sunfac, and Rex, you know, and I had to get them from the main shipments when they were released, and then they were made farmable. So chromiums and me don't get on. I don't purchase chromiums whatsoever, and I try and avoid all these packs altogether, and I would rather spend my monies on gear because to me that saves time and to me better value on good characters. But this character has really caught my eye, and I am thinking, Sion, should I buy him out the gate? And I've got that impulse to think, yeah, I should. Maybe I should drop a couple of $100, you know, to get him, because he was one of my favorite characters from Knights of the Old Republic 2. I've already got a Sith team built for him, so he could slot straight into there, but I still think he does need some further testing. For me personally, the last thing I want to do is purchase a character, take him to 7 stars, then gear him to gear 12 for him to sit in the bench because he does not fit in the current meta in the arena. This character should have the same release cadence as all the others, which they first will have their first named pack, followed by them going into the chromiums and the main shipments, and then lastly being farmable. The biggest problem with them being farmable is that we do not currently know where CG could place this character, and it could follow the same suit as Darth Nihilus Baze because he is such a great character that he is put in a hard node. By looking at this character and the certain kit that he has, I would say he's going to be arena viable less than 7 stars. The only difference the 7 stars is going to make is him using him in a raid like the new raid or the previous raids we have, using him in areas like a Legends event if he is required, or taking him to gear 12. Me personally, I'm probably going to hold off till Sion is in the main shipments, or at very least until I can test him versus other Palpatine leads myself and see what Treyarch's kit, test her with Sion and see if he's overall worth it with those characters. So what is your thoughts on Darth Sion? Will you be purchasing him? How will you be purchasing him? Or will you be waiting until he is farmable, then making a decision if you're going to get his shards from the main shipment or get him from the node he's put into? Let me know in the comments below because I definitely want to know your thoughts on this. I will be looking into Vis Amarr, so stay tuned and hopefully I'll have a better video than a reveal video, and I will be doing some very good testing with her. From what I've seen of her kit so far is that she's going to be a light side healer, so she does not have a Jedi tag or any other faction tag, which then could cause some issues, but I think maybe she's going to be great for this new raid, but time will tell with that character if she is worth it or not. So stay tuned for those videos because I will be dishing them out in the next few days. If you've enjoyed today's video, then please make sure that you do leave a like. If you're new to the channel and want to see this content on a regular basis, then make sure that you do subscribe. Thank you very much for watching today. I'm the Smithy D. May the Force be with you. always.